we have it ready from both players. Best of luck to both. We can start game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Are you allowing for bits prediction gambling? It's a degenerate gambling habit. That's the first thing I've heard of it. First time I've heard about it. So I'm not quite sure what you necessarily mean with that. If Tristop wins, Hideri's run is over. If Hideri wins, Switchy is on the hot seat and will want to beat Miles. If they draw, Hideri is in the hot seat and wants Miles to lose. So yeah, that is the storyline for the remainder of the season. However, I could still get 7 as well. If I beat SV, and I could get into there and complicate things as well. Yes, there is music usually playing. There you go. Thanks, Rina. Oh, okay, yeah. Is that actually a thing? Like, you can wager... It's like a... What? Is it like a recent thing, or has it been like for... it would be under Vance. GG then. Yeah. Damn, that is unfortunate. What is not unfortunate is the start here from both players. 143 from Tristop, 126 for Hideri. It's a per stream thing. Okay. Thank you, Hannah, for starting the prediction. So yeah, 189 for Tristop, 171 for Hideri, as we've crossed the 40 line mark here. No, but Vance would be... Isn't Vance on 6 points though? Or have I just like seen it wrong a second ago? Pretty sure Vance is on 6 points, so I would go above him. Because I have 4. Ooh, Tristop hanging the square on the left, but will be able to get a long bar over to the right. Has a 3 high fits on the right side, on the left, which is not the best. We'll get a J over there. That's just for Tristop. 285. Hideri's board at next box height here, requiring an L to the left, to the right side. Gonna get a nice burn to square, and the long bar will also help. Dirty Tetris setup and executed nicely. And Hideri making a lot of progress very quickly in what looked to be a very dire board. But yeah, just like that, is back into a standard stack. Tristop did take this opportunity to build a lead here. 312 for Tristop, 239 for Hideri. I want Hideri and Miles to lose to maybe make it. Well, I can't root against Hideri because that would make me a very biased commentary. Hideri could have actually gone with a flat burn there with the L, but I guess that wouldn't have helped that much, so putting it to the left was just fine as well. Getting a lot of S's, but the long bar will make it over to the right, no worries there. 370 for Tristop, 333 for Hideri. So yeah, playoffs will be happening next week, so we will be doing the draw. We'll see if we can finish around the weekend, and then we do the draw on the weekend, and then the playoff phase can start from there. And we'll do the 5th and 6th versus either the 11th or 12th. So we'll do like what the real life UEFA Champions League has did, and we'll see how it works. If we have like, if we get like a lot of unfair matchups, then we'll reconsider for the future. But yeah, Hideri struggling to maintain patches of efficiency throughout this game. You could see, please compare to Tristop. Second time in a bit of a prolonged dig situation here. Ooh, and now a Lombard dependency in column 4, and this is looking very, very tiresome. The Lombard does survive, but still with 2 Lombard dependencies in the middle, and behind by over 100,000 points with only 12 lines to go. This is looking very, very gruesome, but just like last time, making a lot of progress here, very, very quick. And yeah, managed to get the board into a very, very decent shape going into level 19. Tristop will get there at 582, and Hideri with a nice double there, 437. So wow, 150,000 point lead for Tristop here. Tetris for Tristop going to level 20 at 631. Very efficient start as well of level 19. There with Tetris to go up to 489, so the lead is over 150,000 points. Nice flat burn with the L there for Tristop. Nice quick tap of the T. Didn't have DAS for that Lombard. Didn't want to risk the slow tap or something similar. Still waiting on no Lombard is Tristop. Oh no, and it's just not gonna show in time. Very, very quick and unfortunate ending there for Tristop. Hideri, you require 664 to take game 1, 664,000. And you got all the time in the world to chase this down. Maybe a Tetris would be good, nice to make it safe, but yeah, 664 is a target. Shoutouts to 64, by the way. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate sequence there. Tristop didn't have DAS for the bar after the quick tap. And yeah, then the just couldn't get another one in time, and the board was just too high. So Hideri going for a row 2 setup here. Didn't want to obviously set up for the Tetris, no need to do so. Ooh, a misdrop of the J here could make things a little interesting, but easily getting the other one to the left. Oh my gosh, a king bar there on column 4, but can still... Oh, and there's no long bar showing here. Nice quick tap from me there, they're 8 high, but oh my gosh, the stack is just gonna be too high, and the sequence of misdrops has led to disaster there for Hideri. Hideri fails the chase down, and Tristop will take game number 1. GG's. Alright, we have it ready from both players, so we can start game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Glow, glow, glow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the DAS side of Tetris. The Jedi side. Ooh, Tristop with the Tsugi spin there, gonna set up on row 3. And we'll get the Tetris right there. Hideri with 1 on the board as well. And with the way cleaner start as well. There you're gonna burn nicely there with that L flat. Tristop going for a center well here on row 2. We'll take the delayed triple there with the L in the middle. Patience works out. Lombard does arrive. And we'll set up for another one here. Trying to maximize its efficiency, trying to turn this into rough start into something tolerable. Dirty Tetris there for Tristop. yeah, we'll look forward to set up for another one here, as burning with that C would have just added a lot of weight on top of the hole, so that made perfect sense. Hideri with an Aki bar there had to cover the well. We'll get it back open. Ooh, Hideri with a very dangerous overhang, but was able to get Das to get the bar over to the right. And now we'll see how Hideri will solve this. Oh, nice, perfect L and S tuck there. Ooh, some shaky Das there on display from Hideri, but able to get the pieces where they are desired. And yeah, gonna open up the well with the S there, sets up a nice delayed burn setup. But yeah, the T arrived one piece too late there, unfortunately. 198 for Tristop, 175 for Hideri, as we are around the 50 line mark. Tristop headphones, yeah, they look pretty fire. They changed the color. I'm not sure what the need is of that, but it definitely looks cool, you could say. But that is not a cool board there from Tristop, hanging the square. Oh no, and this is going to result in another top out here. 221. Hideri, you need 222 for the win. It should be a routine chase down here on level 18. 222 is the target. 222. Mysterious T placement there, but I don't think it's gonna. Oh, it actually turns into a nice split triple there. And there we go. Hideri takes the game, and it is now tied 1-1. GG's. We have it ready from both players, so we can start game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. There it is. What I will say to that in chat is that, I mean, we've all sucked really bad at the game one time. We just kept pushing it, and depending on what your expectations are, we keep improving every day we play and all that stuff. Perseverance and patience is very underrated. And yeah, you can definitely get there, but it is definitely not a easy road, especially if you pick the DAS road, of course. Ooh, Tristop missing the vids there, but I don't think that would have been a good option. We would have left the right side too high. Yeah, but you don't really need to. You can focus on other games. I mean, I can't just play Tetris. That would drive me insane if the only game I played were Tetris. You can just play bit by day or whenever you have the time to do so. Not take it too seriously, and you'll notice improvement. Tristop tucks the L there. All right, long bar arrives for the right. 153 for Tristop, 165 for Hideri. Like, if I were to play only Tetris, and especially with DAS, like, that would be... that, yeah. I feel sorry for those who do that. And you can do the puzzles, by the way, when you can't play. For example, let's say you're like stuck in traffic or whatnot. You can do the puzzles done by Anselfish, and that way you can improve the stacking. And when you're playing, you'll start to recognize patterns and all that stuff as well. $276 for Tristop, $250 for Hideri. Yeah, puzzles, yeah. There is this thing called Tetris Fish, where it's like chess puzzles, but it's for Tetris. So it gives you two pieces with a random board, and you have to identify which is objectively the better placement. But the key there is not to necessarily have the best placement. As long as you're consistently like in the top 2 or top 3 of the best moves, you're definitely on the right track. 348 for Tristop, 342 for Hideri. Hideri behind by 14 lines, which is something I hadn't acknowledged yet. So the scores are close, but Hideri has potentially 3 more Tetrises at least, which in the later levels could make a lot of difference, because a Tetris there could be worth up to 36,000 into 29. And there's always, once you get to a certain level, you can go on the Kingsman Tetris friendly server, and you can ask for a coaching session as well. I'm not sure who is doing coaching sessions these days, but I'm sure T-Storm is. There's definitely a lot of content out there, rather than just like playing the game. A lot of alternatives to improve for sure, which just goes to show the awesome work a lot of our community has done into helping new players, and not just the new players, but also the top players, because it allows them to as well to keep learning every day. 496 for Tristop, only 5 lines away from transition. Hideri still has 20 lines to go there. T-Storm and L, appreciate it. So yeah, Tristop is looking for a 500k transition here, but getting droughted. Oh, there it is. 2 back-to-back bars, very, very helpful. Tristop transitioning at 523, a little scary there, but the back-to-back bars did the trick. Aki bar there for Tristop. Hopefully this nice double with the S, and Tetris for Tristop, 575 at level 20. Hideri will transition with a higher score than Tristop here, but is still yet to reach there. Just gonna refresh Hideri's stream and see if it changes anything. It didn't. So Hideri transitions at 527, needs a bar here to reopen the well, gets it, and another one for the Tetris. Let's go! Amazing RNG and DAS control there. Tristop getting high here, takes a double with the S, takes another double, and the Tetris goes up to 642. Hideri at 562, 20 lines behind still though, which could be a 5 Tetris differential if all of those lines are converted into Tetrises. Yeah, Tristop didn't want to risk the tuck of the L there. That would have been a tricky DAS move. Both players doing a little bit of burning here. Hideri's going to be able to reopen the well, scores a Tetris. Tristop not with the well reopened as of yet there. Pieces are starting to cooperate a little bit more. But yeah, those two squares weren't that nice per se there. Hideri with a Tetris goes up to 631 at level 22. Tristop on 24 at 667. Tristop goes to 26 at 711. And only has three levels available here. Hideri has a lot of time here So could actually just play this safe and see what happens to Tristop later down the road. Tristop not getting good bar timing here. Where's the bar for Tristop? Still keeps the well open, but there was just no bar there for Tristop, topping out at 7-16. Hideri, you need 7-17 for the win. Board looking a little bit tricky here, but with a long bar to the left, things should be smooth sailing here. Had to cover the well, but yeah, getting some good beats to the left side. 7-17 is the required score. And there you go, Hideri will take game number 3. GG's. I'm not sure what happened there for Hideri to be so far behind in the sequence there. Because I didn't see Tristop playing that high, but yeah, stressful chase down, achieved very, very successfully. Hideri with the 2-1 game lead, game lead on Tristop. If he wins the next game, he will be in a position to be on match points and having guaranteed that throw. We can start game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So, in other words, Tristop needs to win the next 3 games in order to keep his playoff dreams alive here. That is what's at stake here. He's out of lives, you can say, like that. Ooh, oh my gosh. Hideri getting a nice long bar there into column 8. Needs a 2 white piece to reopen the well, which arrives. Not gonna cover the well with the L, but finding a nice flat burn with the second one. Really nice board management there for Hideri. Finding some really nice burns, keeping the well open for as long as possible there, and it works out. Tristop 178. Hideri at 147. Tristop with a nice T-spin there. No 2E spin this time around. Wait. I'm gonna skip this song. Oh my gosh, Tristop's board looking very Monkai-esque here, but able to make it work. 296 for Tristop with that Tetris. Hideri at 222. I missed whilst I was changing the music as well. So. Yeah, Tristop maintaining the efficiency here, 342 at 75 lines. Tolerable pace here. Hideri at 255, not in a position to score at Tetris for the time being. Goes for a delayed bar, which turns into a T-spin setup, but gonna burn out of it with L. Very interesting moves going on here. And we'll turn into a center wall setup here for Hideri. And there you go. No burns required to switch back to the right well, so you could say that was a rather efficient solve there. Nicely executed. Tristop at 443 at 98 lines. Hideri 284. But yeah, Tristop has been pushing down quite a lot, so you could say it's because of that as well. I've noticed it more this game, and because of it, it appears that he has misdropped a piece there on DS on left side. At least I would credit that to push down, because it can happen sometimes like that. It's not something we really see that often, players pushing down. I guess it's like no one is really known for it these days. But Tristop showing us what it's like to push down, yeah. $522 for Tristop, Hideri at 378, almost 30 lines behind. I personally haven't really played that game. I just like the music, and from what I've heard, I think it fits nicely. Tristop transitions at 593. Hideri still at 426, 20 lines away from transition. Yeah, it says Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Piano Intro Massive Mix. That's what the title says, yeah. Damn. Tristop level 21, 658. Hideri is still to get there at 496. I believe that these are very similar transition scores for both players. But yeah. Hideri gets there at 543, Tristop at 665. Ooh, Tristop covering the well really up high, gonna hang the J, and that will be it for Tristop at 671. Hideri is good and will take game number 4 and is now on match point. Hideri 3, Tristop 1. No, wait. Take that back. Hideri, you need 672. I'm so sorry. Hideri needs 672 for the win. You are not good yet in this game. I didn't see one of the digits correctly there. My bad. 672 is the required score. Thankfully, Hideri ignored my previous recommendation there. So, Hideri, nice job there, needing an L, J or Lombard does survive. Still working on covering the well here. It looks like there has been consistently 1 or 2 pieces away from doing so. Board looking very accommodating now. There we go. They're finally able to reopen the right side, takes a triple, 642. At this point at Tetris will get Hideri the win. And there we go, Tetris for Hideri. This time, Hideri takes game number 4, and there is now Hideri 3. Tristop 1, which means that Tristop's season will conclude in the league phase, but he can still play spoiler though and affect who gets those final playoff spots. So it is not over just yet. Tristop could still get a draw and avoid losing Elo at the very least. GG's. Nice chase down there, Hideri. And apologies for what I said, of course. Yeah, even I tried as well, and it didn't work. GG's. Have it ready from both players so we can start game number 5 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, we have the wrong seeds. Thank you, Leolio, for pointing that out. So this game will be scratched, and we will increase to 9-8. We have a ready from both players, and we can start game number 5 in 3, 2, 1. Pictures. Do you know which one this one's from, Hannah? No, this one is from the, it's from the same one, it's Tekken Tag Tournament 2. But it could be on Tekken 5, I'm not sure. But I think it's from the same one as the previous one. Tristop going for a risky central, gonna work out, and setting up an Aki bar there on pursuit of another one. Gets it 127 versus 118 at this very early stage. Yeah, it's the 2, yeah. You only played like the... Oh, so it's like a different... So it's a different game pretty much, yeah. It's not like a specific mode inside of the game, yeah. So you have like Tekken 5, for example, and you have the tournament ones as well. Tetris for Tristop, 222, Hideri with 1 as well, 214 as we've reached the 50 line mark. Tristop not setting up the delayed bits there. Nice L spin there for Hideri, turning into the Tetris. Line differential currently at 8 in Hideri's favor. 294 for Tristop, 306 for Hideri. Yeah, that's what I randomly came across it. Like honestly, I think I listened to one on Sharky's stream, and then I started searching more, and yeah. Not sure like what is it exactly in it that makes it like likable, but yeah, it's good to listen to in the right moment. 370 for Tristop, 333 for Hideri. Hideri now behind by around 10 lines. Yeah. Ooh, Tristop could have gone for the 5 and below there on the right side, but wouldn't have made difference. The Vits, yes, Tristop getting the Vits and getting 2 more long bars in a row to actually fix the Vits setup, because that made a J dependency, but everything worked out there. Hideri at 403, Tristop at 442. You switch to SF. Yeah, SF Street Fighter. Yeah. I was about to ask the same thing. Yeah, of course, it's Street Fighter. Yeah. Yeah, there are also some Street Fighters here, songs in this playlist there, but it's like covers and whatnot. Not quite sure what exactly it is. But this is not one of those. So Tristop could get a 600k transition here with one more Tetris, and Hideri could actually get even higher than that. Has 5 Tetris available, currently at 505. Tristop gets the first transition, gets 606. Not able to get a Tetris after I believe that was a J misdrop there. Tristop getting beautifully done there. The burn with the S is up with J and the long bar for the Tetris without losing any DOS. But kinda had to go for a king bar now. Tetris ready, able to get the L for the tuck. Very monk-ass stack from Tristop once again, that makes it work. 673 for Tristop, level 21. Hideri is still yet to transition. We'll get there at 561, so 40,000 points lower than Tristop's score at transition. Tristop not gonna tuck the J. We'll go for the S spin. Ooh, but oh no, losing. Oh my gosh, that is. I'm lost for words. That they're losing DOS with the long bar, and it all fell apart. Topping out at 677. Hideri needs 678 for the win. .678 is the target. Not the first chase down we've seen from Hideri, but so far has executed them very, very nicely. Tristop struggling today to make it happen in posts. Just having some DOS issues, unfortunately, that have happened a little bit too often. No, this one is not Street Fighter. This one is Pendulum. It's like an instrumental mix, yeah, of Pendulum. So yeah, this one has nothing to do with Street Fighter. Hideri going for the center well here, but will opt to burn it out. This will be to guarantee, of course, Hideri's playoff status here with a win. Even though a draw probably would be enough. Only 10 lines away from the finish line, from the final whistle, as I'm sure Hideri has heard countless times throughout 675. 2 burns away. And there it is. Hideri will take the match 4-1, securing his place in the playoffs, the top 12, and the next stage of the tournament. Commiserations to Tristop with another loss. Will not be able to progress, but we'll still have one more match to do. Could be a shot at redemption there. Very, very composed play from Hideri in a lot of high pressure situations. Rarely put a foot wrong there. And comes out the deserved winner of this set, 4-1. GG's and well played. Not quite sure what was Tristop's strategy with push down. Maybe trying something new. Maybe he was on a rush of time.